So the Game Botto 4 account has now been unbanned. We went through the full 7 days of the temp ban, and the account is now back. We weren't able to get the account unbanned earlier, which is unfortunate. Um, as what I just did before all this, I actually did a live stream just to see, me being able to log back onto the account and see what they've taken. Now, to my understanding, is that what they've done is taken all the GP that this account actually had. The account had roughly around 100 to 110 mil, and all of it was completely wiped out, right? So this is what we're at the moment. Now there is money in this in here because there were some items I had still in here from me killing the Vyres I've been doing for a very long time, and also doing the hard clues that I got from the Vyres. And as proof of that, once I do this, you can see that there is a lot of hard clues being done. You can see all the Vyres I have actually killed that whole time. So you can see I got 23 blood shards in the 25k KC there. And there was other things I was doing around this time as well when I actually decided just to do the Vyres. So you can see there's Chambers of Xeric, some Elite Clues, Zora, that chest with the was it Alchemist Signets, because I was taking out the Elder Custodian Walkers, some Duma Mokriadal, Yama, Easy Clue, Master Clues. Like, you can see that, like, I'm actually playing the game and actually doing things to try and make some GP, right? That is everything I have been doing that whole time. Okay. Now, when I go into viewing all my items, right? When I started the live stream that I did today, so it's the 25th of September, all I saw, I believe, was just all my GP being taken away from me. That was basically it. And then after I finished the live stream, a couple of times my account has been kicked offline saying that, hey, you're already logged in, you need to wait, blah, blah, blah. Right? Me thinking something wrong with the servers, or even that, I've just been randomly kicked offline and something has happened, right? So it looks like they've decided to take just more than my GP from the looks of it. So again, it was around 100 to 110 mil or so, and I am missing a whole bunch of random items that they've taken from me, right? No one will be able to log onto my account, but Jagex is able to have that ability to take items away from me, right? So I made a list of everything. I had to use a very old screenshot from 2 years ago of what my bank used to look like, and I can see what items they've randomly taken off me. So of course we have the GP, and from me selling some of the stuff in here, everything here is completely fine. I know that. And that's why I have some GP now. As for this tab here, they've taken a lot of stuff. So they've taken the air runes, which I had to buy one back to fix that up. The cosmic runes, the astral runes as well. All that there was taken. They've also taken a ring of the elements and the Araxite, and the Eternal Slayer ring. Right, those two were definitely taken. Those two items was way back then as well, right? So the Eternal Gem was probably like a year or so after Superiors were released with those items. The Ring of the Elements was probably a month or two or so after the Gardens of the Rift was put into the game, right? But that's not all. Going to the second tab here, right? I had to fix this up because what they've taken from this one is my Bastion potion stack. I didn't even think I had that many, but they took it all apparently. And they've also taken the Araxite Venom Sacks as well. I'm pretty sure those were the only two items that was taken from this tab here, which is very random because, you do a Araxite task, you pick them up. Bastion potions, Tob. Everyone has these fucking potions, so why would you take them? It's weird. And then we go into the PVM tab, right? You can see what I still have here, okay? Full Torva, Missouri, Ancestral, Twisted Bow, Tunic and Shadow. All that shit there has been in my account for a while now. Yep. The only new item was just the Avernic Treads, right? They've got the they got my Pegasians and Primordials and Eternals. All of that is, in there, right? and my Confliction Gauntlets, because I did get that from actually doing Doom as well. Okay. What they'd taken from here was my Slayer helmet. So I had to go into the GE to buy myself another one. And for some reason, they've taken my Ruby Dragon Bolts, which is very, very strange. So those are the only items they've taken. Even though every single item that's there was all way before this happened. So I don't know why they've just chosen to do these random items, but I don't know. I think it might be whatever was deemed as real world traded, they've taken the value off just like random items, which I am not happy with. Firstly, for them taking the items, but also just taking random items and me having to like, fix this shit up. The rest of these, they're basically all fine, right? Everything else that's here, everything is completely fine. Now, we go into what would have occurred for all this to happen, right? I technically already explained this in the stream that I did on Twitch and YouTube. But what I saw, what I probably did absolutely wrong there is name drop, which was very wrong with me. So that's why this is actually a second go at this, because it's a bit wrong to just like name drop people where it may have not been their fault in the first place. So I'm going to do my best to not lean into that and just try to explain this the best I can of everything that's happened from, I would say, around the 26th of August up until now. So in our clan, there was a drop party. One of the people who seemed to have gotten all their GP from the deathmatching from years ago, right? Doing deathmatching was not a bannable offense. That's what they were doing the whole time. They made a lot of money. Apparently from time to time, they actually did a lot of drop parties for the clan. And I heard that they have done that a lot. So if they have been doing that a lot, and Jagex has not seen them, getting banned or anything, then that would kind of mean that, they're not, or they just haven't figured it out, that they actually did reward trade or something, right? I joined that drop party on the 26th of August. Okay. Now, I have a lovely screenshot of what I received from that drop party. And you can see there is one item that doesn't make sense. Okay. I got that from a balloon. I got that saturated heart from the balloon. Everyone that was there wanted it, right? So in the chats, you can see that it's been stated by that person, sell it back after, sell it back to me after, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I can just give it back to him because it wasn't meant to be in it, right? Unfortunately, I don't have the I think I do or don't. I actually don't have the screenshot of me trading him that saturated heart back for 110 mil. That's how much they gave me for the saturated heart. He wanted it sold back. He gave me 110 mil for it. Right? That honestly just felt right. I honestly I could have just give it to him back for free, but knowing in my mind that if I'm gonna be getting if someone's gonna be giving me like this account any kind of money, I'll take it. Like if it's free, absolutely. I'm not gonna be using my own money to fucking buy items in this game. There's no reason to when I'm basically already maxed and everything. And you can come with the point like, oh, you're maxed. You don't really need these items. Why are you, getting them? It's like, would you turn down someone giving you free money? You wouldn't. Why would you? But again, if you ever do that, you need to really be careful of who you're trading, right? That's the only thing that sucked from that. Then a day after, we did a Corporeal Beast event, right? Everyone's having fun. We're all killing Corporeal Beasts, and technically, I have the proof of the the event, kind of. Then after the event, we're all sitting in Discords, and I saw him there as well. I'm like, this dude's got money, and if I can get any kind of free help, because I really wanted these Vernic treads from him. Well, sorry, not from him, but I just really wanted the boots because they're best in slot, and I was kind of close with all the you know, with all the Vires I've actually killed. Technically, everything that's here, I could have just bought them, but I was still hunting him at the time for the blood shards and that, so I still had a long way to go for me to get him. So what he did is just randomly trade me a a Venator ring and the Mage's ring, right? Both of them for free. I didn't think anything of it because if you get free shit from people, why wouldn't you take it, right? And if this was deemed as like a real world trade for those two items, why would I already have them in my bank? Like I bought all these rings when they started to drop in price, and now I have them, and I was very happy to have these here, and I do not want to sell them at all. I'm not going to have an extra ring because there's no point to having any of these rings as extras. If I was a PKer on this account, possibly, but I suck at PKing and I get very angry when I go in PK as well. So that's why I kind of just didn't want to do it on this account at all. Um, then around the time when the CAs came for the Doom boss, I asked someone from the clan, say, "Hey, can I borrow your Zero crossbow?" Right? You let me borrow it because I wanted to get that 30-second CA, which I'm pretty sure some of us have tried to do with Dom or with Doom, sorry. And I was very lucky on it the entire time. But I was eventually able to complete it, but I didn't do it with his Zero crossbow. Because at the time, Zero crossbow expensive, right? So I did not want to buy it at the time. So if you've got someone who can help you get it, okay. I don't know where the time is. I don't know where it's gone. Did they get rid of it? I feel like they got rid of the time, which is weird. Um, this one here, right? Complete level 1 in less than 30 seconds, right? You need a Zarya crossbow at least. Well, I thought I needed it. So I asked my friend for it. He let me borrow it. I couldn't get it. Then I gave it back so he can continue doing Doom, right? Now, you can see I do have a Zarya crossbow because eventually I just bit the bullet and said, you know what? I'm just going to buy it. So when I go and do Doom, I actually have it there that will definitely help me out, right? So that was basically that little exchange there. So at this moment, I have two trades with one player who actually gave me a good amount of items and GP. So in this case here, it's about 110 mil plus the price of the Venator ring and the Mage's ring back on the 27th of August, right? So possibly close to 200 mil just from that one guy, which would have definitely triggered the real trade ban, basically. Luckily enough, again, it was a temp ban, so I'm very happy that it was just a temp and not a perm ban because that would have been very hard on me. And yes, I am taking it a bit seriously to a game that has been around for this many years, but at the same time, I've never stopped playing the game. That's basically the best way I can put it. Then we have a few days just before the ban, where it was on the 15th of September. A couple of days ago, I joined his Discord for me to then see that what was it? For me to see that, he said he does giveaways on his Discord server. I'm like, all right, cool. I actually used ChatGPT first to see that if I join someone's random Discord server, is it possible for is it possible for them to take anything off me, right? And basically it said no, they can't really do anything unless you give them the information. I'm like, all right, great. So my account's safe and I can just join the giveaways and that. So there was a giveaway for a Bando's God Sword, and that was completed on the 15th of September. I added his account in game, and also I've been speaking to the guy for a while. It's literally been since I started doing LMS back in February, and it's just been slow conversations where he just tells me his account progress, and how he's doing in that, with him like not playing the game for a while and that. So with that there, what he did was he told me was he doesn't want to trade it directly to me. He just wanted to go through and drop trade it in the wilderness. So it just shows up instantly and then I can pick it up. Right. Now that item is still in my bank. So I'm guessing that this did not trigger it at all. Right. Um with that being said, then around the 18th of September, when the account did get banned, I don't know if this would have triggered it or something, but it was a random player in their like level 40s or something. I decided to go do Zora. I wore my max mage gear. They trade me randomly for like 1 mil. Then I traded them a home teleport. They went for the first trade option. I clicked accept on the second one, and then they declined. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. Okay. And then a couple hours later, boom, main gets banned, and I'm freaking the hell out. So it is strange, but considering all the trades that has happened between that time period, it seems to be the imbued heart that was picked up from the drop party event, and the Venator and the Mage's Ring that was given to me. And with that just being said there, like, that kind of sucks, because I even checked to see if if his accounts are still online or anything, and it looks like he got perm banned. So it looks like I was unlucky with trading a guy who has possibly been real trading without me even knowing, and that caused my account to have a 7-day temporary ban, which I'm still basically grateful for them only giving me a temp ban. But yeah, I got very lucky with that there. But his accounts are completely banned from the looks of it. It looks like they've been permanently banned, from what I understand. What I do want to say is, going back to when I had that whole panic of the account getting a banned. Also, with the account getting banned, I thought it was like a perm ban. I was losing it. I look at it again, and it was a temporary ban. The one thing I did forget to mention was that whole part of the the saturated heart, Mage's Ring, and the Venator Ring. Right, those three items there definitely would have caused it. For Jaggers to take all the money, that's just their way of doing it. I was just very unlucky with trading the wrong people, and all I know is that since that has happened, my trade is always going to be off on the main account. If I'm going to be doing anything in this game, it's just pure PVM, which I have been doing, but also means that I will just be just using the Grand Exchange this entire time. I'm not going to try and get any free items from people, because you don't know if they have real traded or not. So I do just want to apologize in completely forgetting like almost 200 mil being given to me by that one player. Um, but I really hope that this doesn't happen to this account again. I do not want to trade anyone else on this account. It's just going to be sitting at the Vires, hopefully collecting as many blood shards as possible, complete all the hard clues I get some master clues, and hopefully possibly get a third age pickaxe eventually. So that's really all I just have to say about this. I just hope this doesn't happen to me again, and I just want this to be a lesson to myself. Just don't trade people. No matter how good the trade looks, just don't go through with it. Enjoy the game and do it all yourself. Doesn't mean be an Iron Man, just use a Grand Exchange. You should be fine. So I'm hoping maybe those those items come back into my bank. The GP, honestly, I feel like it's fair because I traded a real trader and they have taken that away from me. So take it as their wealth. being taken away from my account to make it safe. It sounds stupid, but that's just how I see it as. So thanks for listening to me about this little, well, long ramble, actually. And I hope this never happens to my account again. And to you guys, hopefully, if you have been banned unfairly, just do your best to try and appeal it as best as you can. Put as much detail into it as possible. And hopefully, with their new system that they got going on, that it actually improves rather than makes things worse. So, thanks for listening. And hopefully, once again, this doesn't happen again.